Whether it's an emotional line of dialogue, a chaotic action scene, or a montage from a specific time period or location, the music you choose and how you use it during these moments has an incredible influence over the emotional impact of your videos. Here's how to use music to create mood and meaning in your videos. Pick a song or composition that reflects the intended tone of the visuals. You want the viewer's experience to be enhanced by the audio and not distracted by it, so finding something that's equal in emotional tone can really help. Whether it's a slow, emotional song, a faster track without any emotion, or something in between, pick music that matches and keeps the intended pace. A slow-moving Milky Way time-lapse video doesn't really work with death metal, nor does video of a demolition derby work with a corporate soundtrack. Don't be afraid to take a step back and think about what you're trying to say with your video, and pick the music based on the visuals and emotional tone, and not the other way around. On the flip side, you can use music that contrasts the visuals to convey the opposite emotion. Using a calm track in a chaotic scene, for instance, can slow it down and leave the viewer to think about what's happening more. It lets viewers know that there's humanity amongst all the madness that's going on. An upbeat track during a violent or harrowing scene can become iconic just based on the fact that one of the characters is doing something awful, but dancing happily. Diegetic music is music that's happening from a source within the world of the video. This could be a car radio, an intercom, or any other audio source that the characters are listening to. Use diegetic music when you want to show how a character is reacting to the music, and to set the scene by adding a source for the audio that's affecting the characters. Non-diegetic music is music that's added outside of the story space. This is basically any score or soundtrack that your characters aren't interacting with or reacting to. Non-diegetic music is typically used more often to affect the mood of the video. Diegetic music doesn't always have the same emotional reaction as non-diegetic music because there can be a barrier that viewers are behind, experiencing the music from the outside. However, if the diegetic music transitions and becomes non-diegetic, known as trans-diegetic music, viewers can instantly feel immersed in the story and will be affected directly by it. This has the added benefit of being a great way to transition between moods or locations. You can really utilize an epic song or score at the right moment to really hone in on the emotion you want to convey. The music can slowly build along with the scene, or it can happen all at once when the moment happens. Sports movies are notorious for huge swelling songs that bring on a rush of emotions. When you bring on such an epic and swelling piece of music, it's really hard not to have a huge effect on the viewer, so make sure the moment warrants it. Sometimes it's the subtlety of the music during the slower sections that increase the impact of the important moments, so don't be afraid to pull back until it really counts. Most music is tied specifically to a time period, which means that viewers are likely to be affected by their memories from those times. You can set a scene and tap into those emotions by choosing era-specific music. Whether it's old-timey radio or 70s disco, the audience can get a sense of what to expect and may even get nostalgic for the past. Along with invoking a different time period, you can instantly transport viewers to a different location in the world or emphasize a culture by a choice of music. A sitar, bagpipes, or flamenco music can all be different influences on how a video is understood in context. Sometimes, music choices are intentionally meant to be minimal, as to not distract from the on-screen action. This is the case with a lot of documentary, tutorial, or interview-driven videos where you want an understated music bed for ambience. A simple, unremarkable track may not be an overwhelming emotional marker, but it can give your video life and move it along much better than if it were nothing. Leaving music or a score out of a certain part of your video or film can be just as impactful as the music itself. It can also make the times where you do use music even more memorable. Dramatic moments playing out in real time with natural sounds can be a powerful psychological tool to show the brutality and reality of a given situation. It can also add tension and suspense if there's no background music and the audience is left waiting for something to happen. Music can be one of the most vital additions to your project, or it can simply be background filler to keep it moving. It can enhance your story and become an iconic part of the video or film, or you can leave it out and keep its effects minimal and understated. The key is how you use it. and how well you can understand the effects and techniques that give you the best chance of nailing it the next time you're thinking about adding music. If you like this video, check out our YouTube channel and subscribe for more tutorials. You can also read the Pond5 blog for an in-depth companion piece, as well as other filmmaking tips and tricks. And as always, head over to pond5.com to get millions of video clips and other assets to use in your next project.